to seek, because we were only a few photographers, to seek others to, you know, to boost the income, the revenue. And so we met, so we put, wait a minute, so we put an ad in the paper,
Share the burden.
and I mistakenly gave the phone number of the Times staff room, and it was ringing off. Everyone was so pissed off at me because the phone was ringing all day long. I want to join the gallery, I want to join the gallery. So the meeting was, people were supposed to show up with their portfolios at, say, 7 o'clock at Atsu's loft. We gave them the address. And Atsu and I and Donna set up, we were going to review portfolios. And I had the idea that I would photograph every photographer that showed up, have them stand at the door, photograph them with their portfolio. I would say, stand there for a moment, I'd take a picture. My first picture in the gallery was going to be a contact sheet of all the original members. I thought it was a great idea. Unfortunately, I figured, you know, I'd be lucky if I fit, you know, if there were going to be 36 people. We're about into 3 portfolios. They're, you know, they're coming and they're straggling in, about 3 or 4 portfolios, 5 portfolios. And then someone poked their head in the door and said, hey, you better come out here. And when I went outside the door to look into the loft space, which is where Atsu lived, we were in a little office, look in the office, and it was like Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds. There were all these photographers with portfolios. There was over 50 photographers in there, you know, and I'm sure you were there, you certainly were there that night. I don't know, I haven't mentioned that opening. But the thing was, it was overwhelming, and it was ridiculous to think that we could go through all those portfolios. So we just announced, everyone here, you have the interest. Do you have 35 bucks? And that was how that's how they joined. We forgot about the portfolios. And I thought that was actually great in a lot of ways. It was not a matter of making judgments about who could be in. I don't know how we were going to turn anyone down anyway. I didn't have the ability to do that. I mean, if someone was so interested in photography and they wanted to be part of this, then I thought they should be. That was a big, are you listening to me? Is that your good ear? I'm watching what's Hunter saying. So what happens, so for 1 year, I think our philosophy was more about, Woodstock had just happened in '69, of course. And it was a happening, it was, you know, everyone was thinking how great it was because it just happened out of nowhere. And I always thought of Soho, the original first year, as a happening. So, which meant there was no organization. There was someone that took care of the money. I don't remember who. You know, in any organization, it's always hard to get people to do jobs, you know. When we first, the space was bare, Atsu brought in this crack Japanese carpenters with tools from ancient times, you know. And they started doing the floors, and pretty soon the place started taking shape. But the day of the opening, we had set a date, and we really considered postponing the opening because the morning of the opening, we still hadn't even opened up like 80 photographers' packages of 3 photos each.
Oh gosh.
We haven't even looked at the work that we were going to put on the wall.